my Godzilla here with a special friend, and we are gonna watch the first kind of teaser trailer for Godzilla Minus Zero. I missed the live drop because I was at work, so I haven't seen any of this thing. It's been out for a couple of hours, I think. I know actually it's been posted 45 minutes ago, so I guess I didn't miss it by that much. But guys, without further ado, I'm super duper stoked to jump into this trailer. So let's just hop into it, check it out, and we'll talk thoughts afterwards. And here we go.
If their operation fails, maybe we'll finally get to use it.
1949.
Abort third drop. Repeat. Abort third drop.
Got that classic music. Okay, there's our girl. The goat. What the f- What's he doing in America? Holy sh- Ah. Well, that was crazy. Okay. So we have our, we kind of knew, I think they kind of said going in, I knew that we were going to kind of get some of our main characters back. So obviously we have our core, our little family there. It'll be really interesting to see any developments kind of with her character, because she's got, you know, she had all that neck stuff going on, and I noticed they totally kept that side of her face hidden in that one shot we got. So it'll be interesting to see any developments with her kind of radiation, Godzilla poisoning that's going on with her neck. Good to see, I don't even remember the little girl's name. But good to see her back. Good to see our main boy Shikishima back in the plane. I'll be really curious if we'll get any of the other crew that was helping out, you know, Doc or that younger guy, the kid, any of those characters, because I really loved all those characters in -1. So it'll be really interesting to see what's up with them if they make an appearance. I really hope they do, because like I said, I really loved those guys in this film. But wow. So Godzilla looks freaking huge and epic, and obviously you got the U.S. military seemingly involved, and then that last shot. Guys, Godzilla's coming to America? This Godzilla is coming to America? Okay. I'm really interested to see how that's going to play out. Really interested to see how it's going to play out. Obviously, it looks like we're going to have scenes in Japan, have scenes in America, and then what in the world was that one shot of the planes flying through all that stuff? It looked like it was being suspended in like blue, I don't even know, it almost looked like, you know, in like fantasy or like, you know, stuff when you like slice through space and time and ripple through. It kind of looked like weird stuff like that, but it was like weird blue stuff. I gotta take one more look at this, but guys, that was insane. I thought that was so cool, such a cool little teaser. It doesn't throw plot at you. You don't know every single thing that happens in the movie, but you certainly get a good scope of the vibes. But I'm looking at this thing again. What in the world are we looking at here? It's like a bunch of stuff is floating with a bunch of blue space goo. Is Thanos about to enter with the stones? Like that's what the vibes I'm getting from this stuff. That is so interesting. And I'm really curious. I mean, I guess it could just be Godzilla. It doesn't look like Atomic Blast, though. It's too kind of floaty looking. And yeah, that one scene, the planes are just flying through and it's all just floating. Could it be electrical? I'm just watching that little clip back and forth a couple times here. I don't know what in the world that could be. But it's not like it, you know, it seems like if it's a Godzilla atomic breath, you know, it's in the midst of that, you know, we just see it getting launched. I mean, we saw Godzilla's breath. I mean, that is a force of destruction. So I feel like if that was the case, we'd be seeing this stuff getting launched around as opposed to just everything just kind of suspended amidst. So that is, I really don't even know what to think of that. I wish I could read Japanese because I'm looking at some more of these, you know, just kind of things. I wonder if there's any little hints, stuff. And then that scene of Godzilla coming out of the water with that plane in the background. He is like spiked up way more than he normally is. Like way more than he is here. I'm going to pause it on there one more time and I'll put all this up on the screen. But whoa! Like he's got a huge spike coming out of his shoulder. He looks like bigger, kind of wider almost. That's a really cool shot of him coming out of the water there. I wonder if that's going to be like his first, you know, kind of birth after his rebirth moment. -0. And then, my goodness, the king just waltzing past the statue. Okay. I'm rewatching the waltzing past the statue clip, and I withdraw my earlier statement, perhaps, of that being Godzilla's rebirth with with all the spikes. Because I no longer think that, because it looks like he doesn't have him in this New York scene. He looks more kind of standard. So I'm almost wondering if he'll evolve again, and that's where he gets all those spikes from, or if there's a second Godzilla. Doubtful, but power never off the table. Who knows? Wow, definitely trying to figure out things. But because I'm looking at the shot from Godzilla in New York, and he seems to have a lot of the same damage. You can see it's from the right side, but it looks like you can see some damage on his chest and probably coming over. That left side was the side that got really damaged, I believe, in the first movie. I mean, obviously all of them got damaged by the end, but interesting. I'm just trying to, pretending I'm smarter than I actually am, putting together timelines here. Very, very interesting trailer. Definitely a fan. I'm going to kind of look through it one more time. I really wish I could read Japanese. I wonder if there's probably an English version of this somewhere, but there's obviously stuff. But yeah, it looks like they're assessing the damages in the first scene, and then 1949 pops up. And then I'll pause here. I'm trying to figure out what we're looking at on this guy's binder. It looks like Target, I don't even know. Japan is written on there. And then it immediately almost cuts to, there's a bunch of ships. This isn't like weird archival footage of when they first take down Godzilla. No, I wonder if that's when I wonder if that could be the rebirth. All those things coming from the water. I don't know if that's like archive footage. It's in black and white, so maybe it's kind of archivey footage and then taking down the first Godzilla. I don't know. But it could also be the rebirth. It's too short of a clip for me to really get any more context out of it. Nice little scene of the daughter. She's got some little animal going. And we get a good look here. But yeah, we can't see any of her damage on the other side of her face. And there's our pilot scene. Our boy looks good. He just, emotional. I love how often he just scream. and then this scene, again, no idea what to think about the weird blueness. Some stuff collapsing. Godzilla just looks like a freaking monster coming out of the water. He totally has evolved. That's got to be toward the end of the film with those shoulder spikes. Either that or it's a separate character. I don't know, but it's a huge guy. That's crazy. Get the cool G logo, minus 0.0. And then the shot that I think everyone's going to be talking about, the big dog in New York. Wow. Sorry for kind of the blah, blah, blah rambling. And then we get this thing in November, so we're closing in on this film. And I'm sure they'll probably release another trailer, maybe give us more context. I hope honestly, I hope they avoid most context. Like, I want to know the gist, the vibes, maybe one more little look at Godzilla, and then call it. Like, just have us go see the movie, because we want to. But it's very, very interesting. Really cool trailer. I love the two looks at Godzilla. They're both really cool looks at Godzilla, because, obviously that first one is, he looks just huge. He's beefy. He's got additional spikes, I sure think. And then that other one of him in New York, you just have to start thinking, what the heck brings him across the globe to New York? And my guess is that the New York scene is earlier than that blow up water scene, simply because he looks regular, more like what we've saw him in -1 in New York, and then when he comes out of the water, he looks all evolved, which also could be New York. Maybe they fight him in New York, take him kind of down in New York, and then he comes out of the water like that looking again. I really don't know what to think, but that was a really fun trailer. Obviously, I have all the faith in Toho and Takashi Yamazaki. Super stoked for this film. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of this? What do you think of this little teaser trailer? What do you Are you excited? Does this make you more excited for the film? A little less excited? Did they show enough? Not too much? Just let me know your thoughts. I'm really excited to chat with you guys. I'll try to respond to every comment down there. So please hit that comment section and let's discuss this trailer, because I'm super stoked. I thought that was super fun, and I cannot wait to see more, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.